Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Taj and I'm a paycheck budgeter documenting my financial journey here on YouTube. If you are returning, welcome back, beautiful budgeter. In today's video, I'm going to be showing this week's budget. Ain't much, but it's a budget. So if you are interested in seeing how I allocated funds this week, stick around, girl, and keep on watching.
Get out the way, who got a watch, who got the time, I'm racing the clock. Even in my feelings, grind don't stop. Got big dreams, want big rocks. I got plans, you got
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So this week's budget is gonna be a pretty simple budget, but let's go ahead and jump right on into the video. We did not do any cash stuffing for this week because two things. One, I'm moving around, but I'm not moving around, okay? So I knew that I wasn't gonna really be cash stuffing anything into my wallet, but I also did not stuff any savings challenges or sinking funds. The reason being is because this particular paycheck has to finish covering June and then the first week of July, because the first week of July there will not be any income coming in. So I wanted to make sure that I get ahead of the bills instead of falling behind. So I didn't even worry about cash stuffing, sinking funds, or anything of that nature. Baby, this is a true budget, okay? Sometimes it's not all pretty rainbows and sunshine, okay? So let's go ahead and jump right on into the video. So with this week, we had paycheck amount was $240.20. I knew that was going to be like that because days was taken off, pre-op appointments, things of that nature. I ended up taking some time off of work, so it is what it is, girl. But the extra income came in as a soldier, okay? So the extra income was $1097.15. Originally, I knew what I ended up doing my budget, when I knew what the amounts was going to be. So, because I knew, like I said, I knew what I was working with. I knew that the first week of July, there wasn't going to be an income coming through. So like I had to make sure that I was able to accommodate the bills that was left over plus the bills that's coming. So I waited to see before my budget what it was actually going to be. And so originally the budget we would have been working with $1337.35, but we had a little extra here, and I'll explain that. So for the bills for this week and the first week in July, we have Progressive, which Progressive is due at the end of June, and I break that payment up into two payments. So I already had the first payment, which I did for the pay period of June 13th. So I already had $251 put to the side, and so my bill account was a little bit over. So instead of being left in there $251 for Progressive, it was actually like $307 or something like that. Sometimes my dad, because one of the vehicles that's on my insurance is one that he has, so he'll like go in half with the insurance for me. But the last couple of months, I just been going ahead and doing it. I usually don't. Girl, it's like sometimes I don't like to remind people. But plus he was kind of going through some stuff. He had surgery as well. And so I just wasn't bothering him. So I just was doing it myself. But and he gets on me about that, but it is what it is, girl. I'm a daddy's girl and I don't be can. But anyway, so I knew that when I calculated, I needed $195 in order to go ahead and make this payment for this month. My insurance is not due until the 8th. So I was needing to go ahead and make that payment. So I wasn't sure if I was going to have to pull it out of my income. Well, what ended up happening was he ended up giving me $200. So that's what this went towards. So for my actual, let me go back up. So my actual income, I instead of 1337.35, I added the 200, got 1537.35. But instead of just kind of putting it here, I just basically say, you know what, this extra income is going to be, I'm just gonna put that, that's what it was for. It was for progressive. So I didn't even add it into the actual. I just took that and paid it. So that's what that was. All right. So the $200 went to this, and then I didn't have to end up paying this. I didn't include that in this total because I wasn't sure if he was going to go ahead and cover that or if I needed to, but I didn't include it. So it didn't hurt anything as far as my numbers. So just keep in mind that that went toward that. Infinity 240.52. This is going to be one of the bills that's going to be due at the beginning. So someone asked me in my comments on a previous video, is my bills 1 month ahead? No. The only thing that's 1 month ahead would be the mortgage, but the way I do my bills, I break them up like certain ones. So the ones that are, if the bill is like over $150, if it's like $200, $300 or more, I break it up. So with my truck note, I break it up into 3 payments. So what I do is the first paycheck, I take some out. The second paycheck, I take some out, like that. So that way, when it's time for that payment to be done, then I already have it, but it's not 1 month ahead. So Infinity 240.52, Vivid 50. I budgeted $53. Carvana $295. True Stage 45. Pest, Fox Pest, that's 50. Centerpoint is my gas, that's $30.52. Firestone 30. AT&T internet was $85.38. That gave me a total of $1024.44. So y'all know whenever I have 2 incomes, I always, because they go from they come into 2 separate accounts, and then I transfer over to a bill account. So from the 240.20, I paid True Stage, and then I paid the gas bill, Centerpoint, and then $30 to the Firestone card. So the total amount that I took from the 240.20 was $105.54. What ended up happening was True Stage, that stayed the same. I still transferred the $30.54 over, but I have not paid it yet because when I went to pay it online, their website is being worked on. It's under construction. So I called them, and I wasn't even to make it over the automated system. I ended up speaking with someone, and the bill is not due until July 3rd, but I would be able to make a payment by July 1st. So it still won't be late. I still transferred this money over to the bill account, so it's in there to be paid. That's why, but I haven't paid it. That's why I didn't write it here. But it's in there. And then Firestone, $30. So out of the 240.20 was 105.54, and that left 134.66, and then I shut it off from there. Everything else is coming out of the extra income. My process, whenever I do my budget, I do what the bill is was due. Of course, estimated income. My actuals, I don't fill this out until I'm actually making the payments online, because a lot of times, like for instance, Vivint was, I put $53, but it was actually $53.14. There's, let me see, not in this paycheck, this pay period, but some of my bills like the Jeff Davis electric, and what else? Jeff Davis, and it's another one that I paid, like there is a fee to pay it online. So I actually, in my actuals, I'll include the actual fee. And so that's why you will see anything changing here, or if I decide not to pay something that particular week, then that's where the actuals will be different. But my process, I do the budget and then I do my actuals. I write my actuals in as I'm making the payments. So that's why I didn't write here, because I did not make this payment, but this amount is in the bill account. Then in the middle of the week, I go in and I look at my bank account, and then that's when you would see check marks. If you ever, if I ever did like I don't usually do a midweek check-in. I usually just do that off camera, but that's what the check marks are for. When I go and look at my account and it actually cleared, I check it off to let me know that that has been done and over with. That amount is not in the account anymore. I cannot stand to pay a bill, and then a couple of days later, the money's still in there. You don't realize it. You go to spending thinking you got extra, thinking you miscalculated, and bam, now you're in the negative. I don't play that. That's why I have a specific account just for bills that I use just for bills. I don't even carry that debit card with me. Because that way, once I transfer everything that needs to be paid into for bills, I take that out of the operational account, and then I put it into the bill account, so that money is already gone. So the debit card that I do have, I know what's in there is what I can spend. And that's that. But back to the budget. So extra income was $1097.15. So I ended up putting $240.52, Vivid $53.14, Carvana $295. That's my daughter's car note. $50 to Fox Pest Control. This is actually automatically comes out at the beginning of the month. So this comes out July 1st, but it actually comes off of my Capital One credit card. So I was already, I'll get to that, but it comes out of my Capital One credit card. So I still budget for it as a bill. So what I did was I took the $50 and just made the payment on the credit card. So when it comes off, that's there. And then AT&T, which is my internet, $85.38. So this totaled to $724.04, and then I was left with $373.11. I did not do anything for cash envelopes because, like I said, I'm not outside. Not like that. Everything my husband pretty much been doing and going places and whatever. And sometimes I will ride with him, but girl, I'm not doing anything. So everything that was left over, basically he got it, and whatever need to be done, grocery, whatever he doing it. So I ain't even stress myself. I just want to make sure my bills was paid, girl. So skipping right on over, sinking funds, same thing. I didn't do anything with sinking funds because I knew that I had to cover some bills for the first week of July. Down to debt. So American Express, and so the rest of this comes out of the extra income. So American Express, I put $100 on that card. My Amazon, $60. Capital One, I put $50 on that card. That is not the same 50. So this, I put $50. This is due on the July 2nd, this particular card. So I want to go ahead because I know I'm not getting a paycheck before the next due date. I went on ahead and paid $50 on that card. Plus I put this $50 on there because I knew that this was going to be coming out. So basically I put $100 on this card. And then Care Credit at $30. That's a card that I have just for King, my Siberian Husky. And so that's what that was. So the total amount for debt this week, I did $240. So out of the $373.11 left $133.11. I did not do anything with savings or savings challenges. And so what was left over was the $133.44.66. What? I'm sorry. $134.66. What did I say? I said $133.44. Girl. $134.66 plus the remainder of $133.11. And so that's 267.66. So I just gave that to him, and then that whatever he needed to get, like before I went into surgery, like we went to the grocery store, got some, got food, we have a meat poultry out here where you can go and get like a meat special where you can, get like so much of chicken, so much of turkey, so much of like that. We don't eat pork. I don't really eat a lot of, I very seldom eat beef. But yeah, we went and got like a meat special. Cause my husband, he a country boy, he love to cook, girl. So, baby, I don't like cooking at all. I clean the hell out of our house, but I don't like cooking no more. And because he loved to cook, when he home, baby, I don't touch the kitchen, okay? But we were really good on food, but just in case he did need to go and get anything, as far as like my bandages and stuff, when I'm changing out bandages or whatever, I get that from the Pills and Potions sinking fund. Because I just considered that to be like the over-counter medication. Yeah, so I really didn't, I didn't try to stress about not being able to put anything in sinking funds or savings challenges this week. I ain't stressing about it, girl. Recovery is going pretty good, y'all. I can't wait till I give a story time, because I'm gonna dedicate a video just for story time. Because when I tell you this story time, girl, I got so much to say. And listen, this story time is gonna be for the adults, okay? This is not gonna be for the kids. This ain't gonna be for the ones who is sensitive on the ears, and this damn show ain't gonna be for the ones that's holier than thou, okay? Baby, we gonna be spilling all the tea, okay? We spilling. I ain't yeah. I ain't even going. I ain't gonna hold you. All right, so y'all, that's it for this video. No cash stuffing this week. But if you like this video, if you like my channel, please give me a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you can be notified each and every time your girl upload. And I'm gonna see you beauties in the next video. All right, my girls, bye.